Okay. Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, beta. Yesterday we are talking about the nutrition in human beings, that is human digestive system. In this, we will learn that how humans they are digesting the food that comes under the catabolism, like we are breaking down the macromolecules like the food particles. So in this, first is digestion is a conversion of complex insoluble food materials into the simple and absorbable form. Why we are doing the digestive system? What is the meaning of digestion? हम कहते हैं ना कई बार कि हमारा डाइजेशन सही नहीं है because when we are not digesting the food properly and it will come out through the body without proper digestion, like due to some loose motion or some other problems. So the common term we are using that our digestion is not well. So that's the meaning of digestion. And for digestion, we are having the digestive system. And digestive system, you are having like alimentary canal and the glands for doing this digestion. So we are doing it. Our digestive system is doing this conversion, and it is making into complex insoluble food into the simple and absorbable form. Otherwise we cannot absorb, like blood will absorb it. जब हमने पढ़ा था first is ingestion, then digestion, the third step is like assimilation, absorption then assimilation. So absorption होगा, only then assimilation is possible. The first is, it includes mechanical process by mastication. Chewing is a mechanical process. Deglutition means swallowing, and peristalsis is a wave-like movement of food bolus through the gut by muscular contraction. These are the three terms: mastication, deglutition, and peristalsis. That is the digestion of food in the buccal cavity. Here only the starch digests. आपकी जो बक्कल कैविटी है वहां में स्टार्च का डाइजेशन स्टार्ट होता है. वहां पे एक एंजाइम होता है जिसे बोलते हैं डाइसैकेराइड. तभी आपको जो है, अगर आप रोटी अच्छे से चबाओगे तो आपको मीठी मीठी लगेगी. That's the reason that starch is converted into the disaccharide. And about 50% starch is digested by the ptyalin. And this is the equation: starch in presence of cerebrary amylase, it will convert into malware isomaltose, some amount of dextrin. Now after that, the digestion in stomach. क्योंकि आपके पास बक्कल कैविटी है, it is connected through stomach via esophagus. Stomach stores food about 4 to 5 hours. It is mixed with the gastric juices by the churning movement, and it's converted into acidic pastry form, that is called chyme. Now it is not a bolus, now it is converted into a chyme. Chyme is nothing but it is a like pastry type of like acidic pastry form, which is where it is mixed with the gastric juice by the churning movement. It is converted into a pastry form. It is called chyme. Here the pepsinogen, which are already present in active form, when they get activated in presence of HCl, these pepsin, they work on the protein, the complex protein, and they are converting them into proteoses and peptides. Proteoses or peptones, they are called peptides. Like they are converting the complex protein into the smaller proteins so that they can be easily further cleaved. Now in the infants, the prorenin is also there. It converts into the renin. Casein converts into the paracasein. Paracasein in the presence of calcium, it will form the calcium paracetinoate, and in presence of this pepsin, it converts into the peptone. So gastric lipase hydrolyzes a small amount of lipids also, because these some are proteolytic enzymes, some are lipid lysis enzymes. That lipase that will work on the lipids. Now after that, in the small intestine, that is mostly digestion occurs in the duodenum. We know that there are three parts of the small intestine and duodenum. In the duodenum, the mostly digestion occurs in the duodenum. Now the chyme is mixed with the bile juice, pancreatic juice and the intestinal juice. That together called succus intrincus. Because जो common bile duct और pancreatic duct है, it will be enters into the that will meet at the duodenum. So action of bile, you can see here, there are large globule particle and bile salt. When they are in mix with the bile salt, it will make convert into the small droplets. You can see here. That is called emulsification. So bile helps in digestion by emulsification. What is the meaning of emulsification? Conversion of fat into micelles or tiny droplets. It provides larger surface area for the action of lipase on fat. अगर एक बड़ा मॉलिक्यूल छोटे छोटे में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा तो उससे उसका सरफेस एरिया बढ़ जाएगा और सरफेस एरिया बढ़ने से लाइपेज जो एंजाइम है वो फैट पे वर्क करेगा and biles also activates the lipase. These are the function of bile juice, and bile is secreted by the liver and it is stored in the where it is stored gallbladder. Now the action of pancreatic juice that we are all discussing in the small intestine. Here the amylopepsin, that is pancreatic amylase, that hydrolyzes the remaining starch into disaccharides. It works on the alkali medium because stomach का जो pH होता है वो acidic होता है और small intestine का क्या होता है basic. Now the starch is again converted into more digested into the maltose, isomaltose and dextrin. Here the pancreatic juice like enterokinin that is present in the intestinal juice activates trypsin into the active trypsin, and trypsin activates chymotrypsinogen and procarboxypeptidase, and they further act on the protein, peptones and proteases, and they convert them into the dipeptides, and the fats they are converted into diglycerides and ultimately the monoglycerides, and nucleic acids are converted into the nucleotides in the presence of nucleases. Nucleases are the enzymes which cleave the nucleic acid. Lipases are the enzymes which cleave the fats or diglycerides. So now the complex molecules, biomolecules, they are converted to the smaller molecules so that they can be easily absorbable in the, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि मैक्सिमम जो डाइजेशन के बाद जो कंप्लीट होता है डाइजेशन दैट इज इन द स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन. So action of this intestinal juice at duodenum, these intestinal enzymes, dipeptides, they converts into amino acids by the enzyme dipeptidase. Maltose converts into glucose. Lactose converts into glucose plus galactose. Sucrose converts into glucose plus fructose. Nucleotides they convert into nucleosides, and nucleosides further converts into sugar and bases. And dinucleotides or mononucleotides they convert into fatty acid and glycerol. Means जो complex food था earlier like starch, protein, nucleic acid, now they are converted into the simple amino acid, glucose, sugar, bases, fatty acid, glycerol. Now they convert into micromolecules. वो बड़े बड़े थे macromolecules. Now the macromolecules now they are converted in the micromolecules, so that they can be easily absorbed. Now, in large intestine, there is no significant digestive activity. Maximum जो digestive activity है, that is only up to the small intestine. तो large intestine का function क्या है? तो function इसका है main, that is absorption of water, minerals and certain drugs. अगर कोई water excess है तो उसको absorb करो, minerals को because we can regain, reuse. If certain drugs they can be reused. Secretes mucus for adhering waste particles together and lubricating it for easy passage. That is a function of large intestine. That is just after the small intestine. Large intestine का जो size है, that is smaller than small intestine, but जो diameter है, it is more. Fully digested semi-fluid and alkaline food in small intestine is called chyme. Now, regulation of digestive activities. The digestive activities like gastric and intestinal secretions are controlled by neural and hormonal mechanism. The sight, smell and presence of food in the buccal cavity stimulates salivary secretion. Just like जैसे आपको मैगी का नाम आने से ही आपको लगता है कुछ टेस्टी बन रहा है उसकी स्मेल से, तो आपकी क्या है कि स्टिमुलेटरी लाइक सिक्रीशन, सैलिवरी सिक्रीशंस बढ़ जाते हैं. Gastric and intestinal mucosa secrete digestive hormone. They control secretion of digestive juices. Now the second part is absorption of digested food products. अब बेटा जो डाइजेस्ट हो गया, डाइजेशन आपका कंप्लीट हो गया स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में. अब स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में इन्हें एब्जॉर्ब करना है, तभी ये बॉडी के दूसरे पार्ट्स में जाएगा. ये कैसे होता है? यू कैन सी दैट द ल्यूमेन ऑफ गट, यू कैन सी द ल्यूमेन ऑफ गट, एलिमेंट्री कैनाल की जो सब मैंने बताया था, देयर आर 4 लेयर्स. द इनर मोस्ट इज द ल्यूमेन ऑफ गट. यहाँ पे क्या क्या चीज है? ग्लूकोज, गैलेक्टोज, फ्रक्टोज, अमीनो एसिड, ऑल आर इन द सिंपल फॉर्म्स and they are having a brush border membrane like microvilli. They are absorbing. Now they are absorbing this small molecules, and they are absorbing due to diffusion. And you can see they are very highly vascular. These are very highly vascular, and there is a hepatic or portal vein, you can see. So absorption is a this way. The transfer of absorption is a transfer of end products of digestion from intestine to the circulatory fluids, that is blood and lymph. एब्जॉर्प्शन मैक्सिमम आपका कहाँ होता है? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन और लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? जो एंड प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जैसे ग्लूकोज है, गैलेक्टोज है, अमाइनो एसिड्स है, बेसिस है, ग्लिसरॉल है, दे आर एब्जॉर्ब्ड फ्रॉम इंटेस्टाइन टू द सर्कुलेटरी फ्लूइड्स. क्योंकि वहां पे जो ब्लड सप्लाई है, ठीक है, ब्लड सप्लाई है, वो उस ब्लड में डिफ्यूज हो जाते हैं. तो टाइप ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन, देयर आर 2 टाइप, पैसिव और एक्टिव. पैसिव में होता है देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ एनर्जी. पैसिव में इट इज अगेंस्ट द कंसंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट, लाइक फ्रॉम हाई कंसंट्रेशन टू लो कंसंट्रेशन. जैसे आप एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेज है, when you are taking air into the lungs, and from the lungs in the alveoli, the oxygen or CO2, they are diffused according to the partial pressure. So same in the case of in the digestive system, because the membrane is very thin, so here the diffusion took place. And by passive mechanism there are 2, like osmosis and diffusion. In osmosis it is especially for the water, and diffusion for anyone, and the diffusion can also be simple or facilitated. We will discuss one by one. So what is passive? see here, active transportation. Here you can see there is a higher concentration region. There is a membrane. In membrane, the left side there is a higher concentration region. It is represented by higher number of black dots. And in the right hand side, there is a lower concentration region. So diffusion occurs when there is a high to low. क्योंकि आपकी जो ब्लड है, जो इंटेस्टाइन में जो ब्लड है, ब्लड की जो वेस्कुलर जो वहां पे जो कैपिलरीज है, वहां पे क्या है बेसिकली उनपे वहां जो उनके साथ टच में है, तो वहां पे क्या है ग्लूकोज कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा है. मतलब वो फिर क्या है कि जहां ज्यादा है ज्यादा से कम की तरफ ट्रांसफर होगा, क्योंकि जो इंटेस्टाइन के आसपास का जो एरिया है वहां पे कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा है, तो वहां से वो ट्रांसफर होगा, एब्जॉर्ब होगा टुवर्ड्स द लो कंसंट्रेशन. इट इज कॉल्ड डिफ्यूजन. और फैसिलिटेड डिफ्यूजन क्या होता है? like absorption of nutrients from higher concentration region to the lower concentration region without the expenditure of energy. That is called passive transport. Active में you need an energy and it is against the concentration gradient. यहाँ पे आप absorption जो हो रही है, it is from higher to lower and it is without the expenditure of energy and it includes osmosis and diffusion. ऑस्मोसिस यूज करते हैं हम वाटर के लिए एंड इट रिक्वायर्स ए सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन एंड डिफ्यूजन इज फॉर द एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ सोल्यूट मॉलिक्यूल. सोल्यूट और सॉल्वेंट, इट मेक्स द सॉल्यूशन. यू नो व्हाट इज सोल्यूट. नाउ द पैसिव एब्जॉर्प्शन डिफ्यूजन इज ऑफ टू टाइप. I told you in the simple diffusion, in this the molecule alone can be diffused either small amount of monosaccharides, glucose, amino acid, vitamin, electrolytes like calcium. But in facilitated diffusion with the help of carrier protein, like you need some kind of a carrier protein, just like here it is shown in the color of violet color. There is a protein in the plasma membrane. I told you there are in the plasma membrane there are some proteins, integrated proteins. They are helping as a carrier protein for the transfer of glucose or amino acid. Now the active transport means against the concentration gradient and it requires the energy. Absorption of nutrient from lower concentration region to the higher concentration region, that is against the concentration gradient, it needs energy. जैसे बेटा पानी है, अगर आप नीचे से ऊपर की तरफ ले जाओगे तो it is against the concentration, against the gravity आप जा रहे हो, तो you need the energy. But अगर ऊपर से नीचे की तरफ आ रहा है तो it doesn't require the energy. Okay, if you are doing against the concentration gradient, so it requires energy. So this is the active transport. तो एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट आपको कहाँ करना पड़ता है? जहां पे अमाइनो एसिड का एब्जॉर्प्शन है और इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का. जो कंसंट्रेशन जो ब्लड में ज्यादा है उसको भी अगर आप एब्जॉर्ब कर रहे हो तो आपको पैसिव करना पड़ रहा है, और अगर ब्लड में ऑलरेडी है, कम है और गट में ज्यादा है, तो वहां पे इट इज एक्टिव. इट इज ऑटोमेटिकली. अगर हायर टू लोअर है तो देर इज पैसिव, देर इज नो नीड ऑफ एनर्जी. नाउ एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ लिपिड्स. एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ लिपिड्स कैसे होता है? You know that monoglycerides, diglycerides and fatty acids, they cannot be absorbed directly as they are water insoluble. They are not absorbed in the blood because they are water insoluble. Okay, oil and fat, you know that they are water insoluble. So bile salt and phospholipids, they convert them into the small spherical water soluble droplet called micelles. And then they are reformed into small protein coated fat globules. They are called chylomicrons and they are transported into the lacteals in villi. आपने देखा होगा बेटा, जो हमारी जो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन और लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन है, इसमें क्या होती है? विलाई होती है. इन विलाई में आप भी देखो, देयर इज ए लिम्फ and from the lymph these chylomicrons they enters into the blood. Okay, they are not directly enters into the blood, it will first enter into the lymph, and lymph is tissue fluid. Lymph is a tissue fluid. So first these globules, they are transported into the lenticels in the villi, and then from lymph into the blood. So action of different parts. So absorption in different parts of alimentary canal. That small intestine is a chief area of absorption, and it is a site of complete digestion also, because it is having the presence of villi that increase the surface area for the absorption, and it is having a great length. हमने पढ़ा था कि कार्निवोर्स में इसकी लेंथ ज्यादा होती है, हर्बीवोर्स में कम होती है, कार्निवोर्स में कम होती है, हर्बीवोर्स में ज्यादा होती है, because they have to digest the starch, digest the cellulose, and they are having a coiled nature. Now see here, they have shown you the like how it is absorbing inside the small intestine. The absorbed materials are incorporated into the tissue for their activities. It is called assimilation. अब जो intestine से absorb किया, absorbed हो गए, now these are incorporated into the tissue. Now it will transport it to the other tissue. For that we need a circulatory system, just like blood we are having. For the activities it is called assimilation. And the undigested substances like plant fiber, dead bacteria, they form the feces, and it enters cecum through the ileocecal wall, which prevent the backflow of feces. And feces are temporarily stored in the rectum and are eliminated through the anus. It is called egestion or defecation. There are some disorders of the digestive system like jaundice. As you can see in that the skin and eye turns yellow. There is a due to deposition of bile pigment. The color of, you can see the eye, it is yellow. It indicates that liver is damaged. The other is a vomiting, that ejection of stomach content through mouth. It is controlled by the medulla oblongata. That is, it is a sudden, that is a and the third one is diarrhea. It is frequent elimination of watery feces. It reduces the absorption of food. The fourth one is constipation. Infrequent elimination of dry stool. It is due to decreased peristaltic in colon. Indigestion, that is condition leading to the feeling of fullness due to improper digestion. It is due to an anxiety, inadequate enzyme secretion, food poisoning, or due to spicy foods. So many students now you are taking these kind of food, but don't take this kind of spicy foods or these Chinese food. And there are some disorders of digestive system, like there is a protein energy malnutrition. It is a dietary deficiency of protein and food calories. It causes marasmus and kwashiorkor in children. Marasmus is a protein energy malnutrition. It is a deficiency of both protein and calories. It is found in infant less than a year of age. The reason is a replacement of mother milk by the food with poor proteins and caloric value. This happens if mother has second pregnancy or childbirth when older infant is still too young. Marasmus, you can see, it's a protein energy malnutrition, impaired growth and replacement of tissue proteins, extreme emaciation of the body, thin limbs, dry, thin and wrinkled skin, declined growth rate and body weight, impaired growth and development of brain and mental faculties. Kwashiorkor, it is due to the protein deficiency. Reason, again the same, replacement of mother milk by a high caloric, low protein diet with more than 1 year in age. So these are the some problems. So from my side, the digestive system is over. Okay, I will just give you a quick review of the digestive system. Again, if you have any question, you are welcome. Like in this, yes, one part which is left, it is that is dental decays. Dental decays, dental caries. Actually, it is you know that that hard outer covering of your tooth is called enamel. That is the hardest element, that the hardest part of your body, and tooth enamel is the hardest material in our body. It is harder than even bones, and the part of tooth below the enamel is called dentine. The part that below the enamel is called dentine, and the dentine is similar to bone. The inside the dentine is a pulp cavity, and the pulp cavity contains nerves and the blood vessels. The formation of the small cavities or holes in the teeth due to the action of acid forming bacteria and improper dental care is called dental caries. आपके दांतों में क्या हो जाते हैं, कुछ कुछ इस तरह से गड्ढे से हो जाते हैं. That is called dental caries, and this happens due to when we eat food, sugary food like that, having the sweet food, the bacteria in our mouth get act on the sugar to produce acid, and these acid first dissolve the calcium salt from the tooth enamel and then form dentine, forming the small cavities, that is the holes in the tooth over a period of time. And the formation of these cavities reduce the distance between the outside of the tooth and the pulp cavity, which contains nerves and the blood vessels. And the acid produced by the bacteria irritate the nerve endings inside the tooth and cause toothache. आपके दांतों में दर्द होना शुरू हो जाता है, आपको ठंडा गर्म इस तरह से फील होने लगता है, आपको इस तरह से इचिंग होने लगती है. It is a, if the cavities caused by the dental decay are not clean and fulfilled by the dentist, the bacteria will get into the pulp cavity of tooth, causing inflammation and infection, leading to severe pain. So, if the teeth are not cleaned regularly, they become converted into a covered with a sticky yellowish layer of food particles with bacteria. They are called dental plaques. Okay. So I think this is over from my side regarding the human digestive system. I have covered all the parts, starting from the mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. And these are the digestive glands like salivary gland, gastric gland, liver, pancreas, intestinal glands. And I told you about how this food is digested into the body. Now, why it is required? Now, you can ask the question. Please allow the students to ask the question.